By the end of this lesson, you will be able to study a simple map and decide what kind of land and water form it shows. Imagine looking down from above at several coastlines. One piece of land stands alone, another reaches into the water, and many small pieces appear together. The shapes look similar at first, but each one carries a different clue. Water continues around the whole land shape with no land connection. An island is land surrounded by water on all sides. Follow the edge one complete time. An island has water on all sides. The unbroken water ring gives us the deciding clue. The shoreline can be traced as one complete closed boundary because water lies beyond every part of it. With no land connection, the shape remains a separate piece of land. The boundary gives the final proof. A complete water ring identifies an island. Every part of the shoreline meets water. Use the strongest clue in the picture. Which visible feature proves that the landform is an island? The outline makes the result clear. Water surrounds the land on all sides. The unbroken ring around the land is the proof. Next, let us examine a landform that reaches into water but stays joined to a larger landmass. The land reaches into water and has water on three sides, yet one side stays joined to a larger landmass. That connected form is a peninsula. Now focus on the place where land continues. A peninsula stays joined to a larger landmass. Water may surround three sides, but the land connection remains. The shoreline follows water around three sides, but the trace meets a land neck instead of closing. That remaining connection makes the projection part of a larger landmass rather than a separate island. One feature changes the whole classification. The land connection separates peninsula from island. A peninsula does not have water around every side. Compare the water sides with the joined side. Why is this landform a peninsula and not an island? The deciding feature is easy to trace. It is joined to a larger landmass on one side. Water touches only the other three sides. Next, we will locate real examples: India, the Arabian Peninsula, and Sri Lanka. India and the Arabian Peninsula remain joined to the larger landmass, so both are peninsulas. Sri Lanka is separated and surrounded by water, so it is an island. Let the map connections do the deciding. India and Arabia connect, Sri Lanka separates. Those visible map relationships lead to different classifications. Real coastlines have complex shapes, so the reliable test is connection. India and the Arabian Peninsula continue into larger land, while water closes around Sri Lanka. A shared rule keeps the map reading accurate. Classify landforms by connection, not shape alone. Look for joined land or complete water separation. Use the same connection rule for all three places. Which two places are peninsulas and which place is an island? The map clues now fit together. India and the Arabian Peninsula are peninsulas. Sri Lanka is an island. The first two connect to larger land, while Sri Lanka is separated by water. Next, we will focus on the line where land and water meet, the coast. The highlighted line marks where land meets sea or ocean water. That meeting edge is called the coast. Notice exactly what the highlight follows. A coast is the land-water meeting edge. The term names the boundary rather than the whole land area. A coastal boundary always has land on one side and water on the other. Simplifying the scene to one line shows that coast names the meeting edge, not a complete landform category. The simplified line removes a common confusion. Coast names a boundary, not a whole landform. Different landforms can each have a coast. Point to the part that the word names. What is the coast in this image? The highlighted edge shows it directly. The coast is the boundary where land meets water. It is the bright line between the two areas. Next, we will see how several separate islands can form one group called an archipelago. Several separate islands appear together with water gaps between them. A group or chain of islands is called an archipelago. Count the pieces without joining them. An archipelago is a group of islands. Each island remains a separate land piece within the group. The grouping loop gathers the islands conceptually, while water gaps keep each island physically separate. An archipelago is therefore one group made from several distinct islands. The water gaps protect the correct meaning. An archipelago contains separate islands. Grouping the islands does not join their land. Check both the number of land pieces and the gaps. Why is this cluster an archipelago rather than one large island? The spaces between the shapes give the answer. It contains several separate islands with water between them. The islands form a group without becoming one landmass. Next, we will compare island, peninsula, coast, and archipelago using one shared set of clues. Island, peninsula, coast, and archipelago each use a different clue. Complete separation, a remaining land connection, a meeting boundary, or a group of separate islands. Keep the 4 deciding clues side by side. 4 terms name 4 land-water relationships. The correct label depends on what the map is asking us to identify. The terms work at different levels. Island and peninsula classify land pieces, coast names their water-facing boundary, and archipelago names a group. Choosing the level first prevents the labels from being mixed. The level of attention helps us choose correctly. Name the land, boundary, or group accurately. First, decide what part of the map the question points to. Match each visual relationship to its exact term. How do island, peninsula, coast, and archipelago differ? Each panel contributes one part of the comparison. An island has water on all sides. A peninsula has water on 3 sides and a land connection. A coast is the land-water boundary. An archipelago is a group of islands. Each term names a different visible relationship. Next, you will apply all 4 clues to classify new map shapes. The 4 new maps repeat the same clues: complete separation, one land connection, a meeting edge, and grouped islands. These clues identify island, peninsula, coast, and archipelago. Use the clues even when the names disappear. Land-water relationships guide map classification. Familiar place names are not needed when the defining clues are clear. First, identify whether the map points to one land shape, a boundary, or a group. Then, check complete water separation or a remaining land connection to choose the exact term. A fixed order makes every decision easier. Check feature, connection, and number. Those 3 checks lead to a reliable classification. Apply the full method to all 4 windows. What are the correct labels for map windows 1, 2, 3, and 4? The 4 defining clues produce this sequence. 1 is island, 2 is peninsula, 3 is coast, and 4 is archipelago. Each label matches the visible land-water relationship. You are ready to recognize and explain these land and water forms on new maps.